Hey, what's up? This is Rodney, and I just wanted to mention something that I think I forgot to mention in my last video about Demi Lovato and crackheads and meth heads and cokeheads and all that shit. So, my whole thing is this. While I do believe that everybody has a responsibility to accept responsibility for the shit that happens in their life, I also understand that being on drugs is probably something that's hard as fuck to kick. And I thought about this about a year or two ago. My uncle is on drugs, and I used to always get pissed off because I just felt like I'm 35 years old, and from what I can remember, I think my uncle probably has been on drugs my entire life. So, and I used to just get frustrated, or at least most of my life. I used to get so frustrated because I didn't like the shit that he was putting my grandmother through, you know? And then one day I had to realize, like, something is going on. Like, clearly these drugs are not something that's easy to kick. And I looked at it from a point of view of, girl, as many times as you say you're going to go on a diet or do this or do that, like, as hard as it is for you to stop eating fried chicken and eating, like, my thing is chocolate candy, sweets. I can eat sweets all day long. I can eat sweets before I eat food. And I'm just like, as hard as it is for you to stop eating sweets and food that you know you shouldn't be eating, how hard do you think it probably is for someone who's a meth head or a crackhead or a cokehead to give up their drug of choice? You see what I'm saying? And that's the easiest, most simplest way I could put it in my head. Like, okay, if it's hard for you to give up what you've been trying to give up for years and years and years, what makes you think it's not hard for them to give up something that's so, you know, that they get their life from? So I think that while we should, of course, hold everybody accountable for their actions, I feel like we also should have to try to at least understand that it's not as easy for these cokeheads and meth heads and crackheads to kick their addiction. You know, I think that part of the problem too that I wanted to mention, and I think I did mention this, is the media does put out a certain like a certain narrative when it comes to, like, black people and white people, especially as it pertains to drugs. But black people, we put out a certain narrative too. Like, we'll call DMX a crackhead, Whitney Houston a crackhead, but for some reason when it comes to Demi Lovato and Amy Winehouse, it's just like, oh my God, like Kelly Rowland, she want to go get a tattoo, you know, of Demi Lovato. So I feel like black people have to, you know, take ownership of the names that y'all, not me, because baby, if you do, I'm gonna call you a crackhead, a meth head. It is what it is, you know. But I feel like we need to take ownership too of the narrative that we put out there. So anyways, that's all I really wanted to say. I think I forgot to mention that in my last video. But yeah, I just think that we should kind of have a little bit of sympathy for, while we still have to hold them accountable for what they decide to do, because at the end of the day, it is a choice. I think we should still have a little bit of sympathy for people who are on drugs, because I think that it's not something easy to kick, because I just don't think anybody wants to be a crackhead. I don't think nobody want to be a cokehead or a meth head. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anybody wants to do that. Whatever reason that you have behind doing what you're doing, I don't know. But I think we should be a little bit more sensitive when it comes to people who are on drugs, and not just kind of be like, well, bitch, you did it, this you. Like, yeah, we know they did it, but it's kind of like, girl, I think we should be just a tad bit sensitive onto why they choose to, like, put something so dangerous in their body, you know? Anyways, let me go, y'all. Bye.